welcome back to another episode of It Resolves. My name is Kevin.
My name is Will.
Guys, we made it to 100 episodes.
Triple digits. Take that, Dad. All right. Yeah, we made it.
Here you go, buddy.
Oh, thanks, you man. We're still family friendly. Yeah, guys, we're here. This is not going to be super informative.
I'm just not at all. We're just going to do stupid stuff, and it's going to be great.
If you don't really care about us or having fun, you can go away. I just want to see if it'll work.
Oh, is that what you're going to do?
Yeah. I missed you completely. Look. All right.
Guys, welcome to a very special 100th episode. We could not be more excited that we actually made it here. Thank you to all of you for helping make this happen.
Yeah.
As always, we do, in this case, have two sponsors that we need to mention. First of all, cardsphere.com, the best place to buy, sell, and trade Magic cards online. You can do it very cheaply. Man. You can get buy list pricing. It's
a triple
awesome.
Threat.
Link in the description. Also, we do need to mention, for our 100th episode, our sponsor is G2K Games. They have done us a great service in providing us with a couple Dominaria boxes, which we will be opening as we go through this episode. Hopefully you guys will enjoy. And we will, as we open these, if either of us pulls a mythic, we get to spray each other with our lovely Neon Fiesta string. Because Silly String is copyrighted.
Yeah, Silly String's also like $1 more. So, yeah.
Also, we do have a giveaway to mention. We've got a lot of stuff going on. So for our 100th episode celebration, we thought we would do a special giveaway. This is something a little bit different than our normal giveaways. Normally it's just, here's some cards. Instead of that, we are giving away a card of your choice from one of these two boxes. If you watch through the episode, you can pick any cards you like if you win. And we will send it to you along with one of our Mirrodin posters that Will and I have been working on. We've finally gotten all the details worked out to print them onto canvas. Yes. They are, I think, amazing. Will has the ones that we've gotten tested.
They are gorgeous. I'm gonna kill box that for a second. Stop you right there.
Yeah.
Kevin is being far too modest. Kevin made these. Kevin alone made these. I think they're fantastic.
Thank you, buddy.
He sent me a picture one day. He's like, I got bored and I made this. And I was like, whoa, sell it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
basically,
how it happened.
Kevin's got a talent. So
thanks.
So shut up.
Well, I'm just excited. You guys seem to be really stoked about them, and we are going to start selling them very soon. And as part of that launch, we thought, what better way to kind of hype it up a little bit than to give one away. Our favorite, I think, collectively is the Mirrodin one, which is why we are giving that one away. We do have everything else ready to go. The printing stuff is ready to go, so we will get it out as soon as we possibly can. But our schedule for today is an easy one.
It's a little different,
It's a little bit of an easy one. We are going to do our random card of the day. We have to.
Always do.
Always have to do it. Of course, we're going to be opening these boxes, and we have a number of questions here that Will and I are going to go through and answer individually about the channel and sort of reminiscing a bit about the awesome things that we've done.
Yep.
All two of them in the last 100 episodes of It Resolves. And then, of course, we have our question of the week and then our Crack-A-Packs sponsored by Grand Slam Comics and Collectibles. Before we get into this, I just want to say huge thank you to all of our sponsors.
Yeah, absolutely. We have three great sponsors, some local, some not. And we are very fortunate, very thankful to be thought of, included. Hey, Mike. All that stuff for the sponsors. It's very cool.
It's a bit humbling.
Definitely. I didn't know that within like 100 episodes, within like a year, that seems like more now that I think about it.
Well, yeah, but like the Grand Slam from the pretty early on was very helpful in things.
Absolutely.
G2K does their part they sort of sponsor a few one-off videos and they help us out a lot with those. And then of course CardSphere very recently becoming sort of our biggest all international sponsor, I guess you could say. And they've been a huge help so far as well in boosting us a little bit, which has been fantastic.
Yeah, I really like getting, being involved with them. It's very cool.
And they're just cool dudes.
Mm-hmm.
Ted's the man.
Yeah, that
I
whole
just want to point out.
Awesome. Yeah, they're great.
They're really good dudes. So go use CardSphere. And if you're in the Rock Hill area, go to G2K and go to Grand Slam.
Yeah.
All the good places.
Yes.
All right,
okay,
guys.
That's all I wanted to say.
Yeah. All right, random card of the day. We'll do it very quickly.
We're so giddy right now.
I know, I'm excited. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, wow. What a good one.
Man, all right.
You know, we're just poetic about this.
What?
100 episodes ago. I wish I could say a year. We should have done this for a year.
We should have.
A year ago-ish. It all started with a burning wish.
Burning Wish is the card that we got for our random card of the day here, guys.
Just one burning wish.
I love this card. So
it's awesome. Honestly.
Yeah, 1 in a red for a sorcery. Mm-hmm. You may choose a sorcery card you own from outside the game. Yep. Generally in competitive play, just so you know, that means sideboard. Reveal that card, put it into your hand, and then you exile Burning Wish. Will, where does this go?
Legacy? Is that right?
I believe it's Legacy Storm. Burning Wish Storm.
Legacy Storm
is sort of where this, because basically what you do is you have all your win cons in your sideboard, and you have a one of each win con, and that way no matter what deck you're against, you can choose the one that is best for your situation. Generally, it's going to be Tendrils of Agony, right?
I think pretty much
9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
But if for some reason they're like a self-mill deck or something like that, you can brain freeze them. If for some reason you need creatures, you can, I guess, empty the warrens. Not that anybody ever would.
Not really. But yeah, this is a storm card for sure.
Card. Yeah.
Being cheap. I know the little band.
String.
It's not a friend. Nice look, man. Yeah, Burning Wish it's okay. Only like 10 cents.
Yeah, it's super cheap.
12 cents, something like that.
The original is like $2.50.
Okay, I'm sorry, $2.50 for one.
No, the conspiracy version is nothing.
Yeah, because it only goes in that.
Yeah,
right.
And it's not like the most popular version of the deck either, because
Definitely
9 times out of 10 you kind of don't need the Burning Wish.
Yeah,
you'd just rather run a Tendrils in the deck because you're going to run through most of the deck anyway.
Definitely.
But it is kind of a cool little techie card, and it sort of gives you a few outs where just main decking a Tendrils wouldn't necessarily give you that option.
Right. I mean, it also it protects your win con too from any kind of trickery, some foolish
unless you only have Burning Wish main deck and they Surgical Extract or do something like that. Like they make you they duress you or something like that, turn 1 and then surgical it. Like that would be terrible. Anyway,
that's a good idea. I didn't think of that.
Yeah, that would be terrible.
Can happen.
I guess you always main deck 1 storm card.
You should. Yeah. Pro tip: if your combo can be thrown off, destroyed, screwed in some way, you should always have you should protect it.
Yes.
And if that's as simple as running 1 copy of a card in your deck, you should do that.
It's worth it.
Yeah, by the way.
All right, so great card of the day though.
Yeah, Burning Wish
once in a while we get one.
Burning Wish is awesome. The whole wish cycle is really interesting. Yes. They all play off that.
I love the wish cycle. Living Wish.
Kobe.
Great. Nope. So as we mentioned, we're gonna kind of as a send off, right? Because Dominaria is almost done now. What are you doing? Oh.
Did I do it?
Sure. You sure did, Will.
Okay. Sorry.
If anybody's looking for a podcasting job, he fulfilled the contract of 100 episodes. So
that's right. My contract is up. Maybe they'll re-sign me for another year.
No, but as a send-off for Dominaria, we thought, let's open a couple boxes, again, sponsored by G2K, and let's answer some reminiscing-like questions.
Man,
that's a great way to say that.
Reminiscing-like?
Reminiscing-like.
How about nostalgic?
No.
All right,
cool.
Fair.
Also, as we said, anytime we pull a Mythic, I'm going to shoot Will with some Fiesta string.
I was going to say, we didn't buy silly string for a reason.
Really, because it was just what they had.
All right. So, Kev, let's get into this.
Yeah, let's do it.
Do you want to jump in on our first one?
Yes, I will ask the first one. We are both going to answer individually while we do this. What has been our most watched episode, which, for anybody who doesn't know, is Breaking Torment of Hailfire?
Yep.
And why do we think it is the biggest?
I'll go first.
Go for it.
So, I mean, being Magic players, as all of you hopefully are, you always kind of want to find new tips and tricks, new information about a certain format, season, or card in this case.
Yeah.
Something that's going to really elevate your game, or something that you can watch out for. And And at the time, Torment was like a really popular talking point in that it was polarizing because players in Limited obviously knew the power of it. Players in Commander knew the power of it, etc., etc. A lot of people...
Commander, it's broken.
Yeah.
Straight broken.
Absolutely. And a lot of people knew it was great.
Yeah, of course.
But we didn't really know where its strict applications were, so to speak.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
So when we... I mean, that's kind of a... It's a clickbaity title, a bit.
A bit, yeah. But
we did try our best to find a way to in
standard break the card. And I like what we came up with. It wasn't amazing, but it was fun.
No, we had some good suggestions that I should have, researched again before I came here. Yeah. We had some good suggestions from the community.
We did.
About how to do it better.
Something that I think showed through in that episode, too, more so than, some of our other episodes, not all, but some, we clearly were really excited about that card when it was first foiled, and really excited to make that episode when we first came up with that idea. And so I think that kind of showed through in the actual video when we actually got to make the final thing, because clearly we were kind of passionate about breaking the card, we actually wanted to.
Yeah, we tried. What rares have you pulled so far? I don't want to ignore the packs completely.
Yeah, I have gotten Ariel, the Knight of Windgrace, and Torgar, Famine Incarnate. Nothing too crazy yet.
You got Daring Archaeologist, which is okay.
Yeah.
It's not great.
I just got Rada.
That's not great.
That's cool.
And then Goblin Chain Whirler is the other one.
I just want to point out, that's a really good pull. Rada just makes me think of, do you remember the show Chowder?
Rada.
Rada. I love that show. All right, do you want to ask me the next question?
I'd love to. What has been our favorite card of the day? I think.
Should we just 3, 2, 1 say?
Sure. Okay.
All right, because we both have the same one.
3, 2, 1, mountain.
If you guys didn't see the episode where we announced our partnership with Tyler from Burst of Knowledge, who I live with now. Yeah.
It's so cute.
It's so cute. We made it so far. If you didn't see that episode, we kind of threw him on the spot. He was nervous about doing the card of the day.
Yeah, I don't know why.
No, I don't know why either. I mean, we don't plan the card. Literally, it is 100% random. So we, sometimes don't know exactly what to say, but that's kind of the fun of it. It's just, silly and whatever. He was kind of nervous about it, and so what really kind of just took it over the edge was, here's a mountain. You know what I mean? It's just a mountain. You play it in red decks.
Done. Any deck that needs red?
This is the card for you, man.
Yep.
Oh, I got a good card.
Oh, yeah. I got an interesting one. Helm of the Host.
Yeah.
At the beginning of combat on your turn, create a token that's a copy of equipped creature, except the token isn't legendary. If the equipped creature is legendary, that token gains haste.
Yeah.
What I think is dope about this
is
that the tokens don't disappear.
Yeah.
I missed this card. I didn't know it was in the set.
It's good. It's really good.
That's a commander, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Stapple. So, question.
Yeah.
If I
lay it on me.
If I stick this on Black White God Innistrad, things they hit the graveyard, opponents pay life.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. I can't think of the name of the card.
I can't either. I wanted to say Perforce. I know that's
you said Innistrad also, and it's not.
Oh, did I?
Yeah. It's definitely Born of the Gods or something like that.
Wow. Sorry. Black White God from Theros.
Yeah.
Sorry. What is his name?
I don't know, but he's a 3-drop.
Yeah, I forget.
And he's super powerful.
Yeah. So if I create copies of him, do the tokens get that proc?
Well, it's a legendary enchantment, right? So
this?
No, the god. Isn't it a legendary enchanted creature or enchantment creature? So you can't. Can you copy it? I guess.
Yeah.
It isn't legendary. That's right. I see.
Right. So then, when would they trigger each time?
They should. Yeah. I mean, the triggers should stack. That seems good. I'm gonna get all close to the mic.
Sorry. Now I'm thinking. All right. Anyway, more on that later.
Helm of the Host.
More on that later. You could stack those triggers every turn. I don't
know. Next question. What's been our favorite episode to work on? I'll open that up to you first.
What's been our favorite episode to work on?
Torment was up there. Breaking Torment was.
Yeah, it was. We did a lot of background for that.
Oh, yes, it's happened.
Did you get it? Oh no! I wanted to be first.
No, you gotta put your hands down. Come on.
Dang it.
I got Muldrotha. And I got a foil haphazard bombardment.
That's a good pack, bro.
That's a good pack. Sorry, that was really fun. It's so weird feeling.
It is strange. It's like mushy. It's like cold, light Play-Doh.
Yeah, exactly. It's awesome.
That's so weird. Sorry, what was the question?
Favorite episode to work on?
Favorite episode to work on. So I really enjoy tournament analysis.
Yeah, I get that.
Anytime that I can get into the numbers about a game, because I'm a big sports fan, and that's just something that kind of elevates your
sorry to interrupt. That's a good call.
Enjoyment is understanding the game from a fundamental data standpoint. So I enjoyed kind of looking more in depth in a tournament, not just watching the tournament and seeing how certain decks played out, seeing what certain players did, which I would do. But seeing overall, how did certain cards perform?
Right.
How did certain decks perform? How many copies of what is in a deck? The differences, just little stuff like that.
Yeah.
That was really fun for me.
I actually, before we sat down, I was kind of thinking about that question. I actually weirdly enjoyed the tournament analysis as well.
Really?
Even for standard, which is interesting. I like breaking down the meta a little bit and kind of looking at stuff like that. I also like the ones where we kind of bring into question decks, and particularly in Modern, because that's just generally my favorite format.
Yeah.
Where we kind of break down a deck that is sort of hit the limelight a little bit. And sometimes, we talked about 5-color humans.
Yeah.
We talked about Bant's Company for a little while. And some of these decks we actually brought to light we
that one to Shar, by the way.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's good.
It's good. It's good.
There are times where we brought into question whether a deck should be banned or not banned. And I think that's always an interesting topic and can sometimes be a bit polarizing. But it's actually kind of fun to look at decks from because before we started doing this, I would look at a deck and be like, well, it top 8'd 5 times, so we should ban it immediately, right? That was my thought process.
Okay.
But now that we're kind of forced into really looking at all of the data, it really brings a new perspective to it, because it's well, it may have top 8'd, but it could have just gotten lucky. If it was only 2% of the meta and it just happened to win. You know what I mean? Those are things that I didn't think about before we started doing this, so it kind of forces that.
I think 8-Rack was a great example of that.
Yeah. Definitely.
In that whenever you talk about 8-Rack decks winning, it's just that no one expected it.
Hey,
or even just a call out to 2 episodes ago when we talked about 2 or 3 when we talked about GP Vegas.
Yeah. 1 or 2 episodes.
Yeah, I don't remember what precisely, but KCI being in there was was just kind of a weird. What would you call
almost?
it? Almost. Yeah.
Almost.
Kind of like an upset. As close as an upset can be in Magic.
God.
Sorry, should I have
right in the nose?
Lyra Dawnbreaker, baby.
God.
What's up, Gib?
Right in the nose.
Gib? Lyra Dawnbreaker.
Oh, man.
She's so good. Standard powerhouse.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, super good.
I mean, the other Angels part is kind of negligent right now. Negligent? What's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know. I'm still laughing at the way you did that. Anyway. Next question.
What are we talking about?
Favorite episodes to work on.
I also really liked back when we did deck techs.
Did you really?
Remember those?
You do seem to really take off with the deck techs.
I like deck techs.
Those are kind of your thing.
I like them.
I like them. They're a lot of fun. We also kind of started doing deck techs as one-off videos. So, okay. For anybody that doesn't know, we don't just do a podcast.
True.
We also do Kraken Packs, and occasionally we'll do deck techs. Sometimes Parks and Alex stream gameplay and things like that. So we've got a lot of different content. Shameless plug, go watch all that.
Yeah, we're on Twitch now and then.
Something I've really enjoyed just personally that I really am the only one that works on these is the Kraken Packs, because that is kind of the boyhood dream to just in Magic to just be hey, I want to pick this random pack and open it real quick. You know what I mean? When you know there's because you're losing value almost 90% of the time you lose value. It's stupid to do what we do in terms of the Kraken Packs, but it's fun.
Probably.
And it's enjoyable to watch. We get to look at it from a limited perspective. It's just kind of a fun thing. So I'm cheating a little bit by saying something that's not an episode on the podcast, but just for the channel, I really have enjoyed doing the Crack Packs. Also, if you didn't go see last Friday's, we opened a Snapcaster mage.
Yeah, someone got a bomb hit.
Yeah.
That's what we call a hit.
A big hit.
In the collection.
I've also, and this, I haven't even talked to you about this, something I kind of want to start doing for the Cracker Packs with the next batch that I start recording is have a value card. The 1, 2, and 3 value cards.
Okay.
So like over the entire series, the top 3 value cards that we've had, we just kind of keep track of, and then see if we can actually beat that for packs. You know what I mean? Just for fun. But yeah, just adding a little bit more value to it, I guess, than the norm.
Yeah, just a lot to know, or a lot to think about in the open random packs.
Yeah.
Like what? Like,
I mean, so
the most expensive pack you opened was like a $20 pack.
Oh, more than that for sure.
Oh.
Probably like 30, 35. I mean, we've had Tempest. I think we had a Visions pack, which was pretty weirdly up there. What was Exodus was up there as probably the most, because City of Traders is like ridiculously like expensive.
$300 card.
Yeah, something stupid like that. Innistrad wasn't cheap. I mean, it was like 25.
I mean, it's really for Snapcaster, for Lily.
Yeah.
For Innistrad was...
Everything else kind of drops off after that. But that being said, there's still some good cards in it, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, I got a foil.
Me too.
Really?
Yeah.
I got Precognition Field, which is not a very exciting card.
Got a foil Grand Warlord Rada.
Well, that's pretty good.
Rada. And that's the rare.
Don't forget, guys, keep track of the rares or whatever card you want. You could want
sorry.
A land if you really want.
I absolutely forgot, because we're giving one of these away.
We are giving one of these away, so
we should go over. Let's take a break real quick and go over cards we have so far. You
okay, so my only mythic so far is Muldrotha. So if you want Muldrotha, go for it. Precognition Field is a rare. Two-Headed Giant. Lich's Mastery. The Mending of Dominaria. Shalai Voice of Plenty. Josu Vess Lich Knight, a great card. A foil Haphazard Bombardment. A Zahid Djinn of the Lamp. A Traxos Scourge of Krug.
Dibs, you can't have that one.
Grand Warlord Rada, non-foil, so I'm assuming. Torgar, Famine Incarnate, and Arail, Knight of Windgrace. I might be incorrectly pronouncing that one.
I don't know. Lear is the only mythic for me. We have a foil Grand Warlord Rada, the Zahid Djinn of the Lamp, Forebear's Blade, Kazarov Sengir Pureblood, Thran Temporal Gateway. That's a fun one. Tashar Ancestor's Apostle, Benelash Marshal, Fall of the Thran, Helm of the Host, Goblin Chain Whirler, and Daring Archaeologist. We might just make a list and stick it in.
Yeah, we'll probably make a list.
We might.
That would be the best idea.
Yeah,
but yeah,
that's best. Okay, cool.
So next question, Will. What do we got?
Let's see. What is the best part? The best part about having an MTG?
Oh man.
Yeah, you answer that first.
Yeah,
Take your time.
I mean, I've got a couple things that are like in the running. You know what I mean? So okay, I'm gonna have a soft spot moment and say the fact that I get to do this with a best friend of mine and like sit down and make this every week has been awesome. Oh my god. Don't cry. No, it's been awesome. It's kind of brought us closer together. It's forced us to hang out.
Yeah.
But there's never been a point in the last over a year now of doing this 100 episodes where I've been like, man, I don't know if we should keep doing this. Because I feel like it would be very easy with somebody else to be like, I don't know that the dynamic is there. Or, like, I don't know you know what I mean? Like, none of that has ever crossed my mind in terms of, like, keeping this going just because we enjoy keeping this going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that I've really enjoyed. I'll say the, like, interaction and just being able to hang out with general community members has been kind of nice. And, I mean, we're not big, right? Like, we usually, if we stream, we get, like, 2 or 3 people.
Yeah.
But those 2 or 3 people are really fun to hang out with, you know?
Yeah,
and
that's true.
On Instagram, we've hit the 2,000 mark finally. Go us. And, no, I mean, but it's really awesome because occasionally people message us and just, like, have a question about Magic. Like, maybe they're working on a deck and they just need some feedback. Or they saw the poster, the biggest one lately, they saw the poster and they're like, hey, can you do one for this set? Kaladesh was a big one.
Was it really?
Yeah, a lot of people want Kaladesh.
You can make a really cool
I may or may not have started working on Kaladesh.
There you go!
Yeah, and Ravnica and stuff like that people are wanting, which Ravnica's out, technically. But yeah, so we've got a lot of cool people that we just get to interact with. And then on a personal note, I would say learning all the editing, the video side of things, because I like doing stuff like that just in general. And so to be able to learn that while doing something as fun as this, it has been kind of amazing.
Yeah.
So that's kind of my thing.
Cool. Yeah, I think for me, the best part about having a Magic channel specifically, because we're niche, right?
Hello, the host.
We're super niche. Nice.
Yeah.
I got Lich's Mastery, by the way, which I freaking love.
Yeah, this card's amazing.
Do I have...
Okay.
Do I have some silly string?
Yeah.
And
Fiestas.
Sorry. And a foil Merfolk Trickster.
Yeah.
Woo! That's
a pretty cool foil, honestly.
Yeah, actually, I'm going to put it right over there. Oh, man.
I got Giora, Weatherlight Captain. No, go ahead. Keep talking.
The best part about having a Magic channel specifically for me is this is always kind of just a hobby that you can enjoy.
This is so... Why don't we do this in every episode?
Yeah, why don't we?
This is so fun to me.
Magic is kind of a hobby you get to enjoy one way. And being able to branch out and kind of make like a thing.
Yeah.
What would you call it? Media?
A like stream of content.
That's content. That's the right word.
Yeah.
Being able to make content about your hobby is like, I don't know, I don't want to say you enjoy it in a deeper level because that's just kind of pretentious, but you definitely get to explore it in different avenues.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll say. You have to think a lot about the impact of things you say on the hobby. Not just, ooh. Kobe.
What was that?
Oh, sorry.
We learned that, by the way. That's a thing that we do.
Yeah. Where was I? The impact of like, is somebody going to completely disagree with what we have to say? Is someone going to like flame us or be like, hey, you're absolutely right? Yeah. Or is someone going to, I don't know, do something noteworthy because of something you made? So thinking about things like that is interesting to me. I was also thinking, as I was talking about that, like the impact you have on a community or a group of people,
right?
Consumers, YouTubers, and kind of our Magic YouTube niche exists in a weird place in like the social sphere. What I mean by that is we just this year had a great example of some drama. Escalation?
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Some...
a large divide. If you've not been part of the Magic community for very long, as in less than 3 months.
Yeah, something like that. There is implications within this game that are bigger for the larger world, for social justices and et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
So people thinking about your impact.
Yeah.
That was a long answer for that.
No, but that makes sense. Like, I think when all this stuff went down, if you don't know what we were talking about, you should know what we're talking about.
You can say it.
There's just some drama.
They can't take us away now. We've been here 100 times.
There's just some drama between other YouTubers and the impact of what they said and on some cosplay stuff. There's a whole thing.
Right.
Anyway, it sort of put things into perspective for me that, like, I mean, obviously we're not on that level, anywhere near that level, but we do have a small audience, you know what I mean? And hopefully it's growing. And, like, the goal is obviously to gain that sense of, like, or that level of audience at some point. And the things that we do say on here actually do have an impact. And you'll notice a lot of the things that we say, we fully admit that we could be very wrong about. And, like, I think...
Well, yeah. If at any point we were wrong, let us know.
Let us know. Yeah. I mean, but, like, I think it's important to, like, as a YouTuber, no matter what kind of content stream you're producing, I think it's really important to be, like, kind of open to people just saying, hey, you're clearly wrong on this, or having a differing opinion.
Yeah.
And not getting, like, butthurt about it. And I think there have been some clear examples of those who have gotten their butts hurt about it a little bit.
A bit.
And so I just think that, like, it puts things into perspective for us in terms of, like, how we react to things and how, like, a bad comment can either ruin your day or just be like, oh, it's just a bad comment. That's fine.
Right.
You know what I mean? it's just interesting. It makes you kind of sit and think about those things. Yeah.
And what's cool to me about Magic specifically, in terms of like the thing that we talk about, Magic.
Yeah.
This is a little biased for me, but they tend to another one.
Probably the card people are going to want, Teferi.
All right, hold on.
Teferi, Hero of Dominaria.
Wizards of the Coast as a company tend to usually side more with the
Man, that's fun.
They have more of the opinions that I share. I feel like I am lending myself to a conversation that I emulate, that I support, that I echo. Thank you.
Yep.
Things like that. With it being about Magic specifically. Like, for instance, every year Magic has done, well, not every year, but for the past few years, Magic has done something for Pride Week. They have, bummer. I missed my shot. Not about the Pride Week stuff. They have a number, their office is very diverse.
Yeah.
And they definitely care about all of their employees who represent a specific dynamic within our community. They make it very clear that the games that they make are for everybody. They want everybody to enjoy these in a bigger kind of. It's clearly for everyone. There's no sequestering of Magic schemes, right? So lending myself to kind of that area, putting my opinions out there, letting everyone know that I'm a part of this thing, that has felt good.
Yeah,
because
I would agree with that.
I've respected Magic because we're such a niche market, Magic.
Yeah,
we could very easily turn away a lot of people who want to play this game, who are into this game, or into any of the other Wizards-related hobbies and stuff. So, yeah, with Wizards being who they are, being a part of that in some way, while not directly related, kind of a third-party thing, that's felt good.
That makes sense. I would back that.
I'm going to get off my soapbox.
No, that's fine. I was going to say, what's the worst part about having an MTG channel?
The worst part about having an MTG channel...
I can name a few things.
Feeling like, for one, in the beginning, this was big for me, feeling like I didn't understand enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have silly string in my ear.
I sprayed it directly in your ears.
Fiesta string? Feeling like I didn't know enough.
Yeah.
Which I think, in a lot of respects, is still true.
Yeah.
I've still got a lot about Magic I can learn, a lot about certain formats, et cetera, I could learn. So feeling like if I talk about a certain interaction or deck or combo or something, that if I don't know it, I'd look like a dummy.
Yeah.
But then I realized I am a dummy.
And that's the draw.
So it doesn't matter what I say.
Yeah.
I'll be dumb anyway. So I should just say it. Kevin?
All right.
That's one of the worst parts for me. I think that's about. Coming up with like a new thing every week was hard.
Yeah.
Specifically, hold on, callback. Do you remember when we did 4 episodes a week?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
That was the worst part about having a Magic the Gathering channel. We wanted to be super interesting, super fast.
Yeah.
So we were like, what if we did Cracker Packs Monday? No. Deck Text Monday.
Deck Text.
What if we did Modern Stuff Tuesday? Took a break Wednesday to breathe and eat. Thursday we talk about Commander, and then Saturday we can do something else.
It was the fun day or something like that. We had a fun day.
Was it Friday fun day? Saturday? Sunday fun day.
Sunday fun day, something like that.
That's right.
It was just like a stupid schedule. That was awful.
It was a lot.
That was a mistake.
And I think
it also didn't like. The thing about doing that is, like, yeah, you have a lot of content out there, but it's all one kind of content. And then it's, like, all long-form content that is at least 30 minutes that clearly people aren't that interested in because you're a new YouTube channel, right? Like, so it kind of set us up for just, like, being exhausted all the time with Magic.
Honestly, very much so.
So that was just a bad judgment on our end. I think now we do at least a little bit of a better job in terms, like, we have technically more videos going out, but it's not all the same time, and it's all, like, we've got short form, we've got the longer form with the podcast, and then we have extraordinarily long form with things like gameplay footage and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we kind of cover our bases a little bit more, which is good. I was going to say my least favorite part about having there are 2 things I'm going to say.
Okay.
One, because I do a lot of the editing and stuff like that. It takes up a lot of time. And sometimes it can be a bit overwhelming in terms of finding the motivation to just sit down and edit. Because
it's not exciting work all the time.
It's not the most exciting work sometimes, and it takes quite a long time to go through a podcast episode and edit. I've kind of trimmed it down to a template as best I can to ease that process, and so it's not nearly as bad as it could be. And also bulk record as much as possible to avoid that. But that can be a bit of a bummer, I'll say. And then I just saw what you pulled.
Keep talking.
I also, the anticipation is terrible. The fact that I have to know more about Magic instead of just having it as a casual hobby is kind of difficult. Because there are times, like before we did this YouTube channel, it was more just like, I enjoy playing occasionally, it's whatever. Now I have to know the ins and outs of what's going on, and like, just do it. You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Sorry, I think I cut you off when you were talking about how grateful you are for our friendship.
No, that's not it. No, but having to know like the ins and outs and the goods and the bads of Wizards, because as you pointed out, Wizards has like they're all inclusive in terms of the groups of people they want to be playing their game, and there's a lot of like great things about Wizards. You know, all these great things that come out of having to do this. He got squeed. You suck. Yeah. But with all the good, there comes a lot of bad, and like
for sure,
there are things that Wizards has done in the past year that I don't necessarily agree with. I think
let's talk about it.
One of the biggest things for me has been, because it directly relates to the game, is the card quality issue, which they are finally taking notice of and fixing. I get, but it took them a long time to do anything about that.
Sure,
and like the fact that it was just not even touched for so long by Wizards in terms of like they didn't even acknowledge it was a thing for a long time.
Which you're right, they didn't.
Like, I'm fine if you realize you have an issue and you acknowledge the issue and do something to fix it, but don't let it just ride for so long. That's my thing. I'm glad they're doing something now. Like, that's good. But it took them too long, I think. Additionally, things like, as much as I disagree with Unsleeved Media on basically everything. Seriously? On basically everything.
Sorry, what about Unsleeved Media?
I don't agree with banning him when you don't ban a lot of other people. Jesus.
Varric's Void Wing, ladies and gentlemen, was the card that brought you that Fiesta string. If you put that in your pocket. Boy. Varric's Void Wing. Sorry, the first one was History of Benalia. Thank you. History of Beignets.
So you're up on Mythics by 1 so far.
Am I? You have 3?
I have 3.
I have 3.
Oh, you do? I'm sorry. Then we're even.
No one's up on Mythics.
I thought you were up on Mythics.
Not on It Resolves.
I got Fram Temporal Gateway. But anyway, yeah, so like the bad things that you have to kind of touch on with some of these episodes is like, it's just a little disheartening sometimes. It's not like it's the end of the world. It's just like topics. I would much rather spend an episode talking about good stuff. All right, well now you're up on Mythics. Yeah.
I feel bad for this one.
You should. Jesus.
Hold on, I'll write my name. I'm just kidding.
God, it sticks in the hair, man.
Karn. Everybody.
We've gotten Karn and Teferi, so somebody's getting a good card.
Yes. You do only get one.
Yeah, you do only get one.
Unless you
are really kind.
You somehow do something amazing. Incredible.
That is open-ended.
Heck amazing?
Heck amazing.
Yeah. If you can do something heck amazing, then
amazing.
You can have many more cards.
But yeah, I would say that's the bad part for me, is like having to kind of touch on some of the things that I'd rather not have to talk about.
I think we as a channel have done a pretty good job of not of avoiding that when we can.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big issue.
You never have to obviously bring up stuff that happens like that.
Not. But if it's relevant, you do want to talk about it.
Sure.
So like, there are times where we've touched on things that we didn't necessarily feel like we needed. Like we would have rather not. But I think due to the timing and everything, it just made sense to.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. But yeah, I would say that's the bad part. It's also slow as crap growth. I just want to point that out.
For sure.
For the amount of, like, I'm not trying to toot our own horn here, but we put a lot of work into this. And so, like...
That is true.
You know, we have a great following, so I'm not, like, trying to complain or anything. Yeah. It's just, like, it's one of those things where, because it's YouTube and it's an oversaturated market, it is slow growth. That's okay.
Yeah.
You know, it happens, and we accepted that from day one, so we knew that was going to happen. But, like, it just takes a long time to get anywhere. Yeah. And we do our best to move forward all the time, and hopefully you guys see that and enjoy it. But
the people who have stuck around, who care, who, like... enjoy the content in some way.
Yeah.
They have been... A lot of them have been here from the beginning, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
21 damage.
Hey.
Juan.
Good man.
Yeah, but the people who enjoy it, I think, enjoy it enough.
Yeah, I think so. And I mean...
That makes it rewarding, is what I'm saying.
It does. And to be honest, we kind of just do this because we enjoy doing it, right? Like, hey. Good thing that doesn't count as your gold card.
I know. I know.
So, well, yeah, no, I think having the people around for long term has been really nice because we do have a few that have stuck around. Yeah. So
that's been really,
thank you to you guys.
Really cool.
How's the hobby changed since we started it?
How has the hobby changed? Well, we just have a lot more cards.
Well, that's true.
Other than that,
I play it less, which is bad.
Yes,
I don't like admitting.
I was gonna say the same thing. I play it less.
I did get to play last night with our good friend Andrew.
Oh man, Andrew, I miss you. Come back.
Yeah, you should have come to hang out last night.
I know.
It's on you.
Someone's got to paint their house.
Yeah.
Yeah, I play it less too. That's very strange.
Yeah, it's very weird. Now that we have to know more about it, we don't get to play it as much.
No. Also, you
oh, you about made it not too family friendly
for the second time.
Sorry, buddy. I had to.
Let me just strip on camera.
I got History of Analia.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, too low. I have 4 more packs for Sweet Revenge.
I have. This is. I've got 5 more after this one.
So we'll see. Yeah, I play it less. I have way more ideas than I know what to do with about decks. That's one thing. There are several commander decks that I want to make that I haven't been able to. Whenever you're ready.
That's just straight up miss.
I will say another. What's I saying? How's the hobby change? Yeah, for me personally, I got to play it less, but I did enjoy a lot more variety of Magic.
Yeah,
like I played. We have cubed more.
Yeah,
in the beginning, at least when we started, we did weirder formats. I think
we did like casual stuff a lot more, which was fun because we
just to make fun videos. Yeah, just to make fun decks and fun videos and stuff. We also. Hey.
Squee.
We also got to... What's the video I'm thinking of? We played a really cool game of Commander with some good friends who just got into the hobby.
Yes.
That was pretty neat.
That was a good one. Antonio and Parks.
Oh, Parks didn't just get in. Parks has been playing longer than I have.
But... Yeah, Parks is killer.
Yeah, you know him, you love him.
Yeah. Yeah, I would definitely say for me, like, I just don't get to play it as much. But I do learn, like, I've learned a lot more about it, and I spend more time learning about it in terms of, like, watching gameplay. Game.
Proceed.
I hope everybody heard that, but I don't think they will.
That was
thank you.
In the back. Not you.
Them. Yeah, I spend more time learning about the game, but I spend less time playing it, which is a little weird. But I do like that I get to just sit down and kind of analyze stuff from a different angle than I used to.
Yeah.
And I also always have in the back of my head, like, how can I make content? You know what I mean?
That's it too. Yeah.
There's one. Everything that I see Magic related, I'm like, okay, well, how can we contentify this?
Yeah. Which might be
totally a thing.
Might sound a little like, I don't know what the right word would be. Might sound a little... What's the right word?
I don't know.
Connivey? sneaky?
I mean, no, I don't think so. I mean, yeah, I get what you're saying, but like, I don't think that's.
Yeah, but that's not the realm we come from. We're just another one.
Mox Amber.
Is that a mythic?
Yeah, it's a Mox.
Well,
lean back in your chair for a second.
You are so bad at Fiesta String, my man.
I still have one more pack, too.
You better crack that, puppy.
Count number 3. Yeah, what were you saying?
What was I saying?
Oh, conniving.
Yeah, we just get so excited about different aspects of the game.
Yeah.
Different cards, different formats, et cetera, that we want to talk about a lot of it.
Yeah.
Which I think is evident in our inception. We wanted to talk about so much.
Yeah.
We wanted to have so much cool content that we didn't take the time to think about it.
Yeah. I think now we're a little bit more careful of, how we do things and all that. It definitely used to not be so much, but to very quickly go over the mythics that I've gotten.
That's a lot easier than I thought it would be.
Yeah, I was going to say that probably wasn't all that difficult. I did get Mox Amber, Multani, History of Benalia, Teferi, Giora, and Muldrotha. And again, we'll have all of these in a list, but just in case you're watching and you tickles your fancy.
Yeah.
The rares we'll have all on the list too, so don't worry.
The mythics for me, Karn, Lyra, Varix, and History of Benalia.
Nice.
So,
very nice.
Some fun ones. And a foiled Grand Warlord.
Yes. Cool. Alright, so I think what we'll do is we'll end with this question. Things that we look forward to before episode 200.
Things I look forward to. I really enjoy seeing people get excited about this thing that we spend a lot of time doing.
Yeah.
Not to say like, oh, we're owed it, but it's cool to see like the payoff in when you made those posters. Our Instagram lit up like, hey, do this one next.
Yeah.
We had people who were like, hey, make playmats, make sleeves, make all this stuff.
Yeah.
So that was really awesome to see people like get interested in content that we made in something that we put out there.
Yep.
I want to make a community impacting thing.
Yes.
Probably a deck that is in episodes before 200.
Okay.
Introduce something that actually impacts the game itself, not just the conversation. Even though we absolutely, I think, can lend ourselves to the conversation. We don't. Yeah. We haven't given something to the gameplay.
Right. No, I get that.
Of Magic. Even though, hopefully, if you... Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. I ruined your Keldon Warcaller.
Somebody could have wanted that.
If you want a foil Keldon Warcaller that has already curled...
We'll just throw that in with anybody who wins.
Right. Yeah. What was I saying?
Gameplay stuff. You want to make an impact with that.
Yeah. And hopefully, if you are new and you watch some of our stuff, looking for a thing to help you elevate whatever, if we taught you about priority, that's sweet.
Yeah.
Doing that's awesome. But yeah, I want to do something that
I get that. I kind of want to have the direct, because like you said, one of the best things that we've kind of encountered in this whole process is the community itself being able to interact and the interaction back. Specifically, like you mentioned, we released those posters on Instagram, and it very much lit up in terms of getting, suggestions, responses, people saying, we really like this. How much is it? People saying, I want 5. You're the man. But all those kind of great responses. And it's awesome, but it still feels a little bit like it's because there's the social media platform in between. I'd love to have the people who are having that interaction and stuff live in some way. And it could just be via a call where we kind of get to hang out, and more like a radio show style thing where we kind of just get to hang out and talk with people. But I'd love to bring actual people in who watch and just kind of want to hang out with us. Or that have specific questions or need help on a deck or something like that. We want to be able to kind of talk with you directly instead of doing it through, comments on YouTube or something like that.
Yeah, for sure.
That's sort of where I want to see things go in the time between now and episode 200.
We're trying to get into a paper bag.
Is that what we're doing now?
Yeah.
Oh, I got the light. Yeah.
Buckets. All right. We'll do that in a moment. We forgot about you.
Yeah. I can't believe that worked first time.
Yeah, I think that's it for me. I want us to touch the community through the game, not just like what we're saying and stuff like that. Yeah.
Cool.
Awesome.
So really quick, I will just say question of the week. We want to talk about standard because obviously it's going to be changing in just a little bit.
Very soon.
What is going to be the next big standard deck? What do you think is going to be the next big standard deck? Obviously, rotation's coming up soon, but before that, in just like 2 weeks, I guess, maybe less than that, Core 2019 is coming out. We've got some new cards there.
Yeah.
So let us know your thoughts, obviously, and not to jump backwards, but if you do have any other questions for us, please leave them in the comment section below. We are happy to answer any and all questions.
There are tons of ways to reach us, to find us. Instagram. We have a Facebook.
Yes.
We have a Twitter. So if you're watching this, YouTube is not the only way to get in contact with us. If you have something to say.
And if you're listening on the podcast app, go to YouTube and then also go to all the other places. And again, before we do our last Crack-A-Pack of the day, I just want to say we do have our giveaway going on.
Oh, yeah.
So if you would like to enter, all you have to do is be subscribed on YouTube, comment on any video with 100 episodes, hashtag 100 episodes, and you will be entered to win, as long as you're subscribed. So that's all you have to do. Yep. If you would like, please make sure to comment. You can go ahead and comment the card that you would like from this box opening or these two box openings. Mm-hmm. If you don't, we'll message you directly afterwards and we'll try and figure that out. Yeah. But just so you know. But yeah, we do come to our Crack-A-Packs, sponsored by Grand Slam Comics and Collectibles. Please go check them out. Again, they have helped us from almost the very beginning.
Yeah, pretty much not day one, but very early on. Like episode 30 or something.
We do have our gold cards.
Right. Even though we just opened a bunch of Dominaria.
Yeah.
Steel Leaf Champion is mine, because...
and mine is Squee. But I got another interesting card, Helm of the Host.
Oof. I got Cabal Stronghold.
I love that card, not for limited.
No, not for limited. Cabal Stronghold definitely for, like, Commander.
I'd say. Definitely.
Foshizi.
Oh, okay. So I got Arvad the Cursed, which is definitely going to be my first pick. It's either that, I do have Call the Cavalry, which is great, Ship and Fire is good, and I do like Helm of the Host, but I don't necessarily...
I don't think it's limited.
I don't think it's limited.
No.
Like, I think it can win.
Although not a ton of people run, like, artifacts.
Yeah.
They don't jump to that, always.
I think it's one of those cards that you can definitely take over a game with, but, like...
You're kind of gambling.
Sometimes you're gambling, and
because that's a bomb that needs another one.
Yeah.
Although, is it legendary creature you control?
Well, no, it's just an equipment.
Oh, because you have to equip it, right? Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm thinking.
So,
I got Quende, Pride of Femeref as my pick, probably. Quende.
Yeah.
Quende. He's got double strike, and then creatures that I control that have first strike have double strike. I mean, we talk about double strike being double strike, first strike, stuff like that being, what would you call it? Kind of like the best green text.
Yeah.
Overpowered stuff.
Yeah, sure.
Something like that. I don't know. So I like my strikes.
That's fair.
Stuff like that.
I'm, like, very anxious for what's about to happen.
Keep talking.
Oh, yeah. Guys, I just want to take a moment to thank all of you for sticking around for our 100th episode. We do appreciate it, obviously. We hope that you'll enter our giveaway. And,
You're talking to them.
No, I know.
Talk to them.
It's been a lot of fun so far. Thank you guys so much. Thank you to our sponsors, Cardsphere, G2K, and Grand Slam. All of you guys are fantastic. And now, I think it's time. No, oh, come on.
There was a hole in the middle. You rat.
Try not to get it all over the cards, because we have to give these away.
Thanks for watching, tuning in or listening, doing it however you're doing it, where you're doing it. This has been It Resolves, the 100th episode. My name is Will.
My name's Kevin.
See you for the next one.